Hey beautiful humans, it's Lynn here. I get people through nervous system healing, soulful living, and conscious business through a method I call Elebreath. So today's video is a little bit unexpected, but stay with me ever so present. Because yes, I watched a K-pop Demon Hunter drama not once, but twice. And instead of zoning out, it stirred something deep within me. It got me reflecting not just casually, but from the lens of somatic wisdom and ancient traditions like Buddhism and Vedanta on spiritual protections, energetic boundaries, and the way we meet our own inner shadows. Now, don't click away just yet, because what these shows call demons, the dark spirits haunting idols or stealing people's energy, while in my world, we call those trauma imprints, dysregulation patterns, and unprocessed fear loops. You know that feeling when something invisible is draining you, but you can't quite explain it? It's not always some outside energy attacking you. Sometimes, ever so subtly, it's your own nervous system reacting to stress, overstimulation, and unresolved emotions, and that's where we need to begin noticing. Let's take a moment from K-pop Demon Hunters. There is a powerful scene where the demon finally begins to infiltrate when Rumi's emotional state collapses. She is isolated, overwhelmed, and her breath becomes erratic, and you can almost feel how her inner boundary is gone out of exposure. That moment, that's not just fantasy, it reflects in reality what we often witness in somatic coaching. A body no longer resourced to hold its own energy, a nervous system that is vulnerable not because of weakness, but because of untended wounds. What you are seeing is not just possession, it's the connection from safety, from breath, from self. And that is where our healing begins. And in the same breath, we witness Gino falling into the shadows of his own inner demon. But what struck me most is that even in the darkest descent, the tiniest light of connection, a presence of compassion can ripple through the void. As long as there is even a glimmer of light, a seed of devotion or care within us, it's still possible to return. It's possible to ignite that light of compassion within ourselves. Nervous system regulation is not a trending wellness term. It's what the final scene of K-pop Demon Hunters powerfully illustrates. The moment the Shaoja boys begin remixing Huntrix's famous song Takedown, something profound really shifted. Originally, the song was based in fear, a desperate chant to reject and deny the demon. But what happened? The resistance only fueled it. Just like in life, the more we resist, the more we feed what we fear. But then they reclaimed the song, changed the tone, the rhythm, the intention. It turned into a transmission of presence, harmony, and humanity. The lyrics, the energy, it shifted from fear to freedom. And this, to me, is the heart of regulation, not denial, but transmutation, not control, but choice. And that scene, it says something deep about idol culture too. When we unconsciously pour our longing into fantasy, we disconnect from ourselves. Dopamine becomes outsourced, and suddenly we are chasing energy instead of embodying it. Let's take a breath together. Slowly orient to where you are and close your eyes for a moment if you can. Notice your breath, the chair beneath you, the air on your skin. Now breathe in slowly through your nose and out through your nose. One more time. Just land here and be here. Now back to this video. When your nervous system is dysregulated, everything feels like a threat. Even rest, even joy, even abundance. And that's the thing. Your nervous system is your first spiritual boundary, ever so true. No glowing sword or protective chant will work if you're stuck in fight or flight mode. Your breath is the blade, your presence is the shield. And breath, movement, ritual that brings you back online. That's what Elebreath was built for, not to chase away evil, but to bring you back into safety, clarity, and discernment. Because let's be honest, most of us are haunted by perfectionism, people-pleasing, emotional exhaustion, and no amount of positive thinking can fix that. What mindset cannot reach, embodiment can hold. Let me ask you something. Have you been avoiding something in your life, a habit, a person, a decision, and telling yourself it's because it's not aligned, pause and ask yourself, am I avoiding it because I'm afraid of it? Or because I'm truly done with that energy? It's ever so subtle, but the difference is powerful and profound. In Cave of Demon Hunters, there is a pivotal moment when Rumi refuses to fight. She says that she's tired and she doesn't want to carry the burden anymore. At first, it looks like avoidance, but then we see she is not afraid. She's done running away from who she is. That's discernment. That's what we practice in embodiment, learning when we are acting out of fear and when we are choosing peace. And then toward the closing scene, there is this incredible poignant moment. Two of the group members, overwhelmed by inner conflict, start projecting their unresolved pain onto each other. The tension rises, voices clash, and suddenly they lost all anchor to one another, and in that moment they got swallowed by their own inner demon. What we witness is total shutdown, disconnection, numbness, and empty vessel. This is what happens when we don't tend to our inner voices, defeat the shadows, and eventually we lose ourselves. But one single light can ripple through darkness. It starts with you, breathing, grounding, speaking kindly to yourself. You begin again, you choose softness, you practice presence, and suddenly, the demon is no longer terrifying. It's just a part of you asking to be integrated. That's the kind of demon slaying we do here. It's gentle, it's honest, it's sacred, and it's embodied. If this resonates, don't forget to subscribe because we go deep here, embodying the real, deepest truth about ourselves. And drop a comment below. What's one thing you've been afraid of or avoiding? Let's witness it together without judgment. If you want a little support releasing perfectionism through embodiment, click the link below to access free guide that I created for this very journey. You can also explore my free Elebreath Circle and mentorship offers in the description box. Thank you for being here, for breathing with me, for doing the real, subtle, sacred work. See you in the next one, where we continue remembering how powerful our presence really is.